Well, there's never a shortage of shows or sights and sounds throughout this city, but for the next few hours, all eyes are glued to Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Las Vegas Raiders. And we are underway here in Las Vegas. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
49, flip it off, 49. Hey, we go to the line. 386. Middle. Hey, we go to the line.
They'll run for the first time with Ashton Jeanty. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down.
Here we go.
Once again, it's Jeanty. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Tuesday. Ours. Hey, it's a clip.
To throw is Smith. That's to the left side where he's got Bowers. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
A gain of 17 yards. That's another Las Vegas first down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Slow ball.
Here's Smith. That's to Bowers once again. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. First down.
Raiders first down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Gino now to throw. Working downfield, he's got Thornton. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Dante Thornton, 40 yards. And the Raiders will jump on top of the game's first score here this afternoon.
You know, as a head coach, you can't hide everything from your team. They know that people think that they're not supposed to be on the field with them. So they decided a heck of a game plan, didn't they? Nice fast start, get out after them, and maybe let everyone know that they're here to compete.
And get this home crowd behind them early as well.
Yeah, that's a huge part of it, isn't it? Because you get the home crowd involved, sometimes you can ride that wave, and that gives you a little added pep.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 24. Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
That's complete. It's Zay Flowers with it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down.
You've got to be in impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
This is 2nd and 8. They'll run it again with Henry. And he's going to be close to a first down as he gets this to the Raiders' 38. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. Henry fighting for the marker, but I don't think he got there. He did not. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
How about this? They'll change it at the line. They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. That went out wide and intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. Down the left sideline. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
It's probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right way to do it. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Daniel Carlson to kick off for Las Vegas.
Carlson now to kick this one away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And finally, he's out of bounds, but not before a great return. He's all the way inside the 30.
I know the special teams coach will not permit himself a smile here, but inside, he's glowing. This is what he practices for. This is what he schemes. This is what he watches tape to put himself and his team in a position to score points. An absolute dream return.
Well, this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
That's good. Baltimore, first down. First and goal, Baltimore.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Here's Jackson. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them at the end zone as the first half won.
And they'll take it into the end zone for the Ravens touchdown. Rashad Bateman on the touchdown throw from Lamar Jackson. And the Ravens have cut it back within a score. Tyler Luke now for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7.
Makes the score Raiders 14, Ravens 7.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Offense set to get this drive started. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
As a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there in the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
13 next. 13 next.
Now Gino. Hard throw, incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Smith will stay out there. The offense is going to go here on 4th down.
53. Hey, go flip her up. Line.
They snap it to Smith. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Not often do 4th down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. 1st down. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter. 14-7.
Hey, we go. Good shot. No ball. Tuesday.
Throwing now is Gino. Got his man, it's Thornton. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Hey, trio left. Hey, it's a clip. Ours.
Here's Smith. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10.
Reloading. Check 58.
They'll look to throw again. Pass right side caught by Thornton. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd.
Now Smith going to change the play.
13 next.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Trenton Simpson. And the Ravens are going to have it here at their own 15. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory, just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned they're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Jackson. And that is incomplete. The coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
A handoff running left. Henry. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Now a 3rd and 6. Now it's Jackson. He'll try and do this himself. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
It's a gain of 10. 1st down, Ravens.
Back to throw here. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some 6 yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Jackson. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Henry. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
It's 3rd and 7.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
This is really impressive because when the offenses are running RPOs, things move very quickly. Fake, ball's out of his hands, and they're trying to hit him in the gaps downfield. And instead, the defender reacts so well that he makes a play on it.
Zay Flowers in the final seconds of the first half. And the Ravens have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half.
I feel like I'm back in school. What was that book, you know? It was the best of times. It was the worst of times. This has been a tale of 2 quarters so far. They trailed 14-0 after 1. How about the rally we've been watching?
Yeah, a couple of touchdowns. PAT here to tie it up. This is a good ball game all of a sudden. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just 1 snap of the football. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And this is going to be a Raiders first down as the tackle made at the 35-yard line. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll start with a give to Henry. And he's got room. Derrick Henry all alone. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Derrick Henry, 74 yards. And the Ravens come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. They've done a good job of holding him down in the first half, but he explodes for a big one right there.
Yeah, I've got an image in my head of him being surrounded by a bunch of people, really, with ropes and other things trying to keep him locked in. But eventually they got tired, too. And just as you noted, he broke out.
And it's a guy that usually you can only keep down for so long. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14.
Raiders 14.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Well, Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored, and now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive in the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have, and try and move that ball down the field for an answering score.
They'll go again with Genty. Unable to corral him. He fights through. Inside the 20. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Ashton Genty, 74 yards. And the Raiders are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
You get in a second and long situation down here in the red zone, I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass, let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied at 21. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last time that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Henry again on second down. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Sometimes the Flossies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. He dumps it off for Henry. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
A gain of 9 yards.
Throwing is Jackson.
First down.
That's caught. It's Flowers. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A good pickup there, a 22.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after it. 96 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. And from the 34, here's 2nd and 4. To throw is Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. And Andrews going to have a Ravens first down as he'll be brought down at the 27.
Another Baltimore first down. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
22-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Now it's Jackson. And walking with it over the middle. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
First down. A gain of 12. First down, Ravens.
Here's Jackson to throw. This will go to Henry out wide. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out in the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but he's going to lead to 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now.
It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the Ravens have taken the lead here in the final seconds of the 3rd quarter. The extra point splits the uprights. And they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Gino going to hand it to Genty. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Tuesday.
On 3rd and short to give it a tight end. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. It's 4th down.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Tuesday.
Here we go on 4th. Smith will try to do it himself. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
It's a clip. Middle. I like Jack's left, Jack's 53. Lion. 13 next.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
We're good. Strike. Cover. Snowball.
Gino now to throw. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Hold. Look. Hey, trio left.
Smith. Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Jack 58.
Back to throw, Smith. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. Instead, it's incomplete. Boy, that really could have turned this one upside down.
2nd and 10.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Here we go, hey. 390%.
From the gun, here's Smith. That's caught by Tucker. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. And a timeout taken. Just 6 seconds away from the 2-minute warning. This defense wanted to stop the clock prior to that, and they do. A big play needed, no doubt. 3rd and long. Smith throwing again. And it is caught. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Brock Bowers, 41 yards. And the Raiders are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the posts, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Well, it's been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch tomorrow.
Daniel Carlson.
This one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10. Jackson. He's got Henry. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Just the one timeout remaining as they try to navigate this 2-minute drill. 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Hey, middle.
Jackson to throw. And this is going to be pulled in by the tight end Andrews. He has been terrific today, hasn't he?
Yeah, absolutely running flawless 2-minute drill right here. This has been quarterbacking 101 with a flourish.
At the 40-yard line.
Here's 1st down.
No, we changed it.
Now Jackson. And Walker has it. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Sometimes it's hard to figure, but you can live with incompletions in this situation. You can't live with these short gains and take time off the clock.
You know who loves it? This defense. They set up the screen for Henry. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Well, the black hole and everyone in Vegas on their feet. Here's third down now. Here's Jackson. He's got his target. That's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10.
At this stage, you've got to hustle, got to get back to the line of scrimmage because you're saving that timeout to make sure you have a chance to get your kicker out there for the big shot.
A first down carry for Henry. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Here's second and a yard. Now Lamar changing the look. Second down, they go again with Henry. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the fourth.
And this is a time of game where offensive lines can really dictate a team's fortunes. It's been a tough battle. They've been out there for a long time. But this was a question of who can wear down who. And that's excellent work to put a long drive together and finish it with a touchdown run to take the lead.
Now after the touchdown, loop back out to kick this one away. And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
They'll come up first and 10 here.
53. Strike.
Smith's going to throw it. He's going to let it fly. He's got it at the 15. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game.
13 next.
Here's Smith. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And the Ravens have just about sewn up this football game.
As much football as we watch, we've seen this work many times. In the red zone, first down, take a shot at the end zone, and points result. In this case, though, give credit to the defense. They outguessed them, were prepared, and intercepted the pass.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Las Vegas. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland, and M&T Bank Stadium. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the Baltimore Ravens. Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. They'll start on the ground with Genty. And despite a nice juke there, really good move, he only gets about a yard, and it brings up second down.
Nice run defense presented there, and what I mean by that is discipline. The guys filling the right gaps in the right holes, no one over-pursuing, and making a very nice play.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now a handoff to Genty. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense, because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
He'll drop this underneath for Genty. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Second down and a little more than a yard here.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 44-yard line.
A run straight ahead with Genty. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. A Raider first down, 17 yards. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Now Gino. Pass right side, caught by Thornton. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. So not quite a first and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
1st and 10 at the 10-yard line.
Hey, go flip her up, flip her up. Another look.
To throw is Smith. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Dante Thornton from 10 yards out. And the Raiders are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore. So the underdog here is showing no fear. Great opening drive.
Now, we weren't in the locker room for the pregame speech, but I will guarantee you, somewhere along the way, the head coach said, let's just grab a big stick and smack them with it and let them know we're going to be here today. They may be the team that's supposed to be superior, but we're not backing down to anyone.
And on the road, no less, setting the tone. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. And now, Charles, they're working with a short field, a chance to make this a 2-score game, and these guys haven't even worked into a lather yet here in the first quarter.
Yeah, how about that? You score, you take it away, get an excellent return, and now you've got a chance to go up 2 scores in this game.
On first down, it's Genty. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
On the give, Genty. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Smith. Pass complete right side to Bowers. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Scrimmage, the 2. They can still get a first down if they just get a yard out of this on 4th and very short. They'll sneak it with Smith. And not only did he not get in the end zone, he didn't get the first down either. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
For this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Two yards still to go. 3rd down now. And they'll send the slot in motion left. From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And he stopped immediately there. Max Crosby, the one who got in there for the stop. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game, because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
That's complete with Zay Flowers with it. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First time that they called his number tonight, and it gets him a first down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Let's go.
Now it's Jackson. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Well, that flag puts them on their heels a little bit more defensively as the officials walk it upfield.
Yeah, and they can blame the officials all they want, but bottom line, it's their own fault because, to me, that was an avoidable call. Stay focused and avoid major mistakes like that.
Jackson. Connection with Walker going across the formation. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. 55 yards. And the Ravens are an extra point away from evening this one up. Tyler Luke now for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
35-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind and try to put together another drive.
And a simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do.
Here we go, here we go.
Right back to Genty on first down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Trenton Simpson firing in and sticking him for a loss.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 65 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. And defensively, Baltimore's in a dime look here on 3rd. They'll try to run for it with Genty. And he is going to have the Raiders first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
Haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the first down sticks are, and get there.
Sunday here, Sunday.
They'll try the air now with Smith. Over the middle, hooks up with the tight end Bowers. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Here we go, hey. So what's up?
That's to Bowers once again. And the Raiders are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Brock Bowers from 8 yards out. And the Raiders will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7.
Ravens 7.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone. Could potentially tie this game up. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. Second and 2. Second and a couple.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and 2.
They'll run it again with Henry. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run.
That's good for a Baltimore first down.
Jackson. He finds his man complete. It's Walker. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Throwing is Jackson. Now he's going to step up and run. Looking for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Rashad Bateman as the first half is winding down. And the Ravens have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half.
I don't think it's any state secret to know what they were saying before the start of this drive. Let's go and punch one in the end zone and go into the halftime feeling a heck of a lot better about ourselves. Let's go get this done.
Yeah, tie things up, and then you got a brand new ball game. Point after, right down the middle. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guy.